Ni hao, everybody, and welcome back to another video here in Xi'an, China. Now, we are at the the giant wild goose pagoda, which is a very, very cool spot here, we're told. So we're coming to explore it today. We happened upon the square where our Didi dropped us off, and there are tons of people out here. And there's actually a really, really cool water show happening. So we are going to make our way over there for the start of this video. And then we'll go to the pagoda and hang out there.
Let me get you in close here, guys. Oh, this is beautiful. And look how many people are here. They're lined all around the outskirts here. And then up here, there's some different water coming. And the show back here, this is crazy. And then it goes all the way up towards that pagoda. Oh wow.
Wow, guys, we sat here watching that show for a hot minute, and it is very cool. And it's like a full show. You can see it's still going on. Honestly, really reminds me of in Vegas, the Bellagio fountain show, except longer. I was trying to ask people if this happens every day, and honestly, I'm sure it does, but nobody really could answer me, and it's honestly probably because it's really, really loud here. But you can see in the distance, there are vendors out here selling trinkets and little souvenirs, people taking respite. It is very clean, very green. They have a lot of cool sculptures, and if you go straight up here, which is where we're going, then you can find yourself at the giant wild goose pagoda, which is where we're going. And this is supposed to be like an absolutely incredible attraction to go to here in the very historical, very old Xi'an. This pagoda is a real treat from what we're told. So we're gonna go check it out. It's a big complex from what I know. And honestly, I think this area might be part of it, but nevertheless, let's go ahead and find ourselves to the pagoda, which I can actually see in the distance beyond the trees here.
So the music show has ended and it was quite loud, but we wanted to wait so we could show you this side as we were walking up. Look at this. You've got these honey sticks with like pandas. I almost said bears, like panda bears. You've got all these different designs, which are super cool. Some of these fans, these beautiful, oh, they look like kind of like bobble dolls. Oh, Xia, hen hao. Very, very cute. I did just get a lesson recently too, where I think I've been saying hun hao and it should be hen hao. Please correct me to say like very good, because I know that I am not great at speaking Chinese, and I just want to be able to just give a little bit back. But this is what I wanted to show you. Wow. Isn't this just gorgeous? It's just such a mix of like, back here you've got like Miniso and all these different areas that are more modern. And then you've got these beautiful arches, all of these stores in here leading up. It is honestly such a mix of an area, and it's so beautiful for that. It makes it just kind of for everybody to enjoy, no matter what kind of you're looking for.
Very nice. Thank you.
I will say it time and time again, but my favorite thing about traveling is the people and how friendly people are and how welcoming. And Western media will not let you believe that Chinese people are going to be so friendly. But these girls just stopped me for some photos, and they were nervous to use their English, but they tried really hard to communicate with me, which was so sweet, and asked to take some photos. So we took some photos on my phone and on their camera too, and they were dressed up in the Hanfu clothing. Please correct me if I'm saying it wrong, but I love it. And if you ever see us out, ask us to take a photo, ask us to dance, talk to us. We absolutely love it. We're just here to make friends and just vibe, guys. But let's continue the vibes this way. It is getting super busy in here, and there's like a lot of photo ops, it seems, too. There's a lot of different statues. They're selling the packages for dress up. There's a lot of different food vendors selling mostly like fresh fruits we've seen here. So there's actually a lot going on here.
Wow, what an amazing area. I honestly thought that this place would just be the pagoda and kind of like this religious monument, but it's so much more than that. It's a show at the front, it's these vendors, it's the people, it's the Hanfu, it's the aesthetic, it's a whole vibe, and we haven't even gotten in there yet, so I'm very excited to explore it and see what we can get into. Kiersten, do you want some watermelon?
I do love fruits.
All right.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
How much? Yuan?
10块，这个钱。
Let's pull out the calculator. We usually just let people add on.
10.
10.
Oh, good price, good price. Let's see if he's got his code. They usually have one. Can I scan? Alipay.
扫一扫，
Yeah, there you go.
支付宝。
There we go.
好，
谢谢。10.
好
Okay. 谢谢。This looks like a pretty decent watermelon, not gonna lie.
Bye-bye.
谢谢, bye-bye.
Oh, you know what I love? I love when people, like, they can't necessarily speak English, but they pull out that one or two words that they know, and just the joy on their face when they know that they can communicate well with us, like how we feel with them. But somebody tell me why. This happens every time. There's 2 of us, but we always get like 4 or 6 little sticks in our fruit, so why do we have so many? I don't know. But it's a warm day, some refreshing fruit. Watermelon is such a wonderful childhood memory. We would cut them up in fresh in my grandpa's yard. Everybody sitting at a picnic table together, so this is a delightful treat.
Nice and juicy, nice and sweet. A+ watermelon, Xi'an. A+ watermelon. I'm gonna enjoy that fully while we try to find our way into this temple, or the pagoda, I'm sorry. But you can see that this wall lines the entire thing, so I feel like we have to go all the way down and then find an entrance.
So we're coming up to the entrance, and we notice that there is a lot of the beautiful photographs being taken. They're kind of setting up props here. A lot of people are going around with like the cards that have the different pricing on them, trying to sell those photo packages, which I think this is such a beautiful place to do that at. And then even up here too, there's this square which has just these beautiful statues in. Wow, it's getting a little bit busier here. I see some form of entrance here.
It says
And
exit
over
right
here.
there, so
Oh.
I think we gotta go with this.
Oh, good catch.
I got it. But look at this building. Absolutely gorgeous.
Wow. I just absolutely love the teal, green, blue colors that go and complement the red so well. I just can't get over how absolutely breathtaking they are. And I'm gonna let Tyler guide us because I found the wrong entrance.
I'm
So
thinking we gotta go over here to buy tickets, and then we'll come
Okay.
over here, and we'll catch back up with you guys once we're inside, finally. All right, guys, we have made our way into through the entrance, and it is like stunningly beautiful in here. Let me give you a quick look. That was the entrance where we came in at. Then we have this view. Oh my gosh. Now, we bought the tickets here. It was really quick and easy. It was 30 yuan per ticket. which is not a bad price. However, we do have an extra purchase that we do need to make. We want to go up the pagoda, and that is an extra fee. Do you know how much the cost is for that?
I don't know. I know it was 30 per person to get into the grounds, and I don't really see a booth that looks like they're selling tickets.
All right,
So maybe up here?
We will have to explore and enjoy this place, but at some point find that. And I can see a huge plume of smoke coming up where they are no doubt lighting incense. I can kind of barely see into the pagoda there, and it looks incredible. And there are these beautiful, I don't know if I want to call them bonsai trees, but bonsai-esque trees, and then these beautiful smaller temples. And it looks like you can go inside. Oh, I wonder if this man is a monk. Kiersten.
Oh, I can't go in? Okay. Are they praying inside?
That's just a no. No problem though. But yeah, the monks are actually in there, which is super cool. So no doubt you can't go in there, but very cool to see. Oh, I love these stones, maybe marble carvings of the food dogs, and then on the steps here looks exquisitely gorgeous too. And we'll take a closer look at that. Look at this, guys.
Beautiful dragons here. I am obsessed with this type of dragon. Oh wow, and I really hope that at some point, I don't know if it's just at New Year's, I really hope at some point we're able to see a dragon dance, because that is like a dream of mine. And these make me think of that like beautiful long dragon in the dragon dances.
It is mid-May, Kiersten, so in about 2 weeks here, we're gonna see the Dragon Boat Festival. Hopefully we can be somewhere where that's going on, but...
And I wonder if they have the dragon dances.
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would be really cool, actually.
Let's take a look at these food dogs real quick up close, because they are magnificent themselves. Wow, look at the detail in there. And these have been weathered by time. I mean, like we said, this place is about 1,400 years old, and I'm sure with a lot of historical places they get rebuilt, I'm sure this place has been restored and rebuilt over time. But yeah, absolutely amazing vibe here. And there's so much detail, even in the steps here, the carvings on the sides, all the way up. Very ornate, beautiful, beautiful designs. Ooh, and I can smell the incense.
Yeah, and I think that maybe we buy them over here too. Oh wow, it is really going.
The view at the top of these steps is quite a view, not gonna lie. And Kiersten right now is trying to ask somebody and figure out exactly how we do the incense. We like to participate in these things. They're very special to us.
Yes.
But
Find somebody who
maybe
has
having a
them
hard time.
in hand. Maybe if we come over here, because they kind of look like they know what they're doing.
These may be some type of offering for inside. Not too sure. Okay, and then they are lighting the incense with these candles. Let's get a closer look. Very cool.
这个是信佛的，给佛教上香，
保平安，
保平安，就是这个
保健康。
保健康。你有求他必应，佛祖会保佑你。
Is there one for happiness or good luck?
有求必应，就是说你有什么诉求，哎，你有什么诉求，你给佛说，佛会保佑你，让你达到你的心愿。
Let's see here. We've got, if you have any requests, just tell Buddha and he will bless you and help you achieve your wishes. So here, and then there.
这里点到这里，你要这样子。
Put them in. 2, okay.
3次。
3, okay.
哎，对。
Thank you. 谢谢. Bye bye.
All right, so Kiersten just got a thank you, shishia.
Yes.
Kiersten got a long explanation through translator, which is hard to do on camera because it takes so long. But why don't you just kind of recap that for us?
Yeah, so basically you have the 3 incense. They're actually really thick, long incense, and we've noticed that the incense are kind of different at the different temples we've been to. But there's these candles here, And to me, I can't tell. It looks like we maybe have some different symbols. I could not determine if the different candles had different meanings, but you take the 3, you light them here, and you walk up to this incense area here. You put them in, you bow 3 times, and then you come up here and you make your prayer. And he says you will be blessed with your prayers. So I think we need
do
to,
that.
yeah, absolutely. We need to go get us some incense. And I think everybody was getting them from over on this side here. So let's head over here. Ni hao. So many smiley faces here today. Let's see. Looks like maybe there's a QR code and it's only 10. That's what I'm going to think here. So I don't know if we are making different prayers or not, but I got us 2 different ones. And you know what? We're just going to go by gut feeling. So you pick. All right. So I guess this glossier one is for me. Somebody tell me if that is something special. But we're going to go ahead and take them over, light them up, and then we're going to say our prayers.
I'm going to kind of watch for a half second and just kind of like get my bearings on who's doing what. He's not taking it out of the paper. She did. I almost punched that lady in the face. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Do we have a
Some
clear
are doing it in like
end?
the lotus candles. Some are doing down here.
I
I'm
think,
just going to go for it.
yeah, I'm going to pick a yellow candle myself because yellow is my favorite color, and that just feels right for me.
Most of these are burnt out. I actually want to do a red one now that you say that.
And I love just all these beautiful flowers in the background here. It's just like such a beautiful, beautiful area. And as he's lighting those, again, I'm really curious because all of the different temples that we've went to have such different size, length, different types of incense. So is there anything special to these? Do these have a special name for what type of incense these are? I'm very curious to know. Are you having a trouble getting them lit?
No, I think you're supposed to do it for quite a long time. They over there that were right next to me, like I said, I'm kind of watching everyone do it. And it looked like theirs had been lit for a while, but they waited until the white ash had kind of went down the stick a little bit. So just kind of monkey see, monkey do in a way.
I think so.
Yeah. I think something somewhat like that is kind of what we're going for. But while mine are going, hopefully not for too long, we'll get Kiersten to do hers.
All right, I'm going for this guy here because it is yellow and that just feels happy and good and bright and cheery for me.
Yeah, while she gets that lit, just look around. So many people here. It's a good vibe. We have all these beautiful flowers, which I believe are offerings that you can buy. I could be wrong. We have a bell right here with a dragon on top of it, and the view is just really gorgeous. I've said it probably a million times on the channel, but this is quite literally my favorite thing to do, like anywhere in the world, is go to temples and participate in this type of stuff. It's just different.
All right, I've got my incense and xie xie.
Shishia.
All right, and he's directing us too, so in case we didn't know, still helping. Now we're gonna put them in here. It is actually insanely hot right here too. This thing is really going with an actual fire in here too. So let's take a look up here and we can sit on the prayer booth. I'll let Tyler kind of show that. It's so interesting to be able to really dive in and be able to learn and be part of this culture too. And we're so thankful that everybody welcomes us in to experience things like this too. And Tyler, of course, is waiting his turn so that he can come up to pray as well. And then let's take a look inside here. I think we can peek from this side. They do not want us to go up to the front, but this is what we see as we kneel down to pray. It is such a beautiful, beautiful scene in here. Everything's so gold plated. You've got some symbols in the wall here, a bunch of tiny Buddhas too. This is honestly breathtaking.
The gold accents amidst the dark woods, and it's honestly fantastic. You have these rather ornate designs in the wood here. This is natural wood, but it's almost like jade. And yeah, as the man said, ask Buddha what you want or need, and he will provide it for you. And I think that's just what we did. And this honestly feels like a really magical experience every time we do something like this. And
honestly, yes. And I can hear like all this music in the background too. So I don't know if there's praying going around the corner too, but I want to take a little circle around and see what else we have up here.
Wow. We were just kind of taking in this surrounding here. We're still right up here by the temple, which we came to figure out the music was coming from speakers, but there's actually like a whole grounds out here that are very well kept and maintained. They have all these ornate kind of carvings, as we had mentioned before, but even animals jutting out, which almost, to me, we went and visited the Prambanan temple in Indonesia, and that actually really, really reminds me of that big, beautiful Hindu temple. And for anyone that says that China has religious persecutions or such, I don't believe that to be the case at all. I feel like this is actually quite a melting pot of a country for religions. So we're going to continue to explore this place and see what kind of stuff we can get up to. We do still have to find out how to buy that ticket. And there's all these little corridors for stuff you can see. Where do you want to go?
And you know what's really cool to point out actually is that on these signs here too, it just shows how much China really is inclusive and how much they really care about you understanding what you're looking at and really driving tourism too, that these signs are actually translated into English here too, which is so wonderful because a lot of the times we go to these places and we don't know what we're looking at and what's going on. We just kind of feel it with our hearts but not understand. So we're going to take some time to read through some of these signs too, because this one here says it's the Manahal, and we're going to kind of figure out what that means too.
This temple is absolutely amazing, or the pagoda, or whatever you want to call it. Here we can see a depiction of young Buddha, or what looks like young Buddha, and it's got this amazing 3D artwork to it of the wood accents with the golden lotus leaves, and then above we have the gold dragons breathing wood fire, and it's quite simply amazing, as is this entire area. But Kiersten was just noticing and asking me about the symbol on its chest, which I don't think is coming through here, but that symbol is basically used by the Germans, and it's not a great symbol to be associated with, but to be honest, the Hindus are the ones that created that symbol, and they've used it forever before it was ever used for like a nefarious purpose. So if you visit Hindu temples or research Hinduism, literally at all, it comes up, and it's not that whatsoever. Just to put that out there, because I've actually seen the swastika around here quite a bit, and I don't know what it is called in Hindu. I don't believe it's called a swastika, but let me know in the comments.
Yeah, that's definitely really good because I had no idea too, and to be honest, like I got really shocked when we walked up too. So I'm really thankful that I was able to educate myself on that right now too. But I am relieved. Let's go ahead and oh my gosh, here is another beautiful Buddha. We've got the pagoda behind us here too. We'll make our way there, but there's another prayer bench here in this gorgeous large gold Buddha statue here. And let's continue this way and see. We've got some other kind of informational tablets over here, but they don't have the English on them here too. That is okay because we do have some that we can read, which is really, really nice. And then again, just continuing, there's several different places to pray and worship here. And we have, what did you say this is, the 10,000 hands Buddha?
1,000 hands?
1,000 hands Buddha?
Hands? I'm not really too sure.
Please let us know. But again, it is just absolutely stunning. And we've got these lanterns above here too. And then it looks like maybe these are prayers or something hanging because they're written on them.
Yeah.
So let me get just a little bit closer to see. But yeah, we have all these different hanging little notes. So very interesting to see.
And if you come to these temples, these things that Kiersten was just talking about, it's very common for them to be sold. It's a way to support the temple and the upkeep, as well as these boxes in front of the prayer benches are for donations, as well as the incense is literally the purpose is to, for the religious aspect. But the second reason is that it helps maintain the temples and help with the upkeep of them. So we're going to make our way to the pagoda now. Now, we do want to make our way all the way to the top, and I see the ticket office over here, as well as a souvenir shop, which actually looks like a high-quality gift shop. It doesn't look like your typical tourist shop with a bunch of kind of cheap stuff. It looks like stuff that you might actually decorate your house with a little bit. So let's go ahead and buy us a ticket so that we can enter the pagoda and climb as far up as we can. We've made it to the first landing here. Let's check our view outside this window. I'm sure we'll have many more views, but oh look, they left it open so I could do this. All right, looking good so far.
Yeah.
Kiersten still has bronchitis. She's not like contagious or anything, but these steps are brutal, huh?
Yeah, my lungs are still catching up, but we're taking it slow.
Let's venture on. So it looks like there's a view quite literally on all four sides of the pagoda. That's a great view, huh?
I always think back to when this was originally constructed. I wonder what this view looked at like, what was out here.
But when it was constructed, only like 50 years later, parts of it collapsed. Hello? Oh, okay, time. They're telling us we're running out of time. We gotta make our way to the top. But anyways, when this place was constructed, only like 50 years later, it collapsed. It was rebuilt. Then like, I think 700 years later, it was rebuilt again. And it's, it's definitely stood the test of time, but not without some wear and renovation, so yeah. Not a great day for Kiersten to have bronchitis, especially now that we're being rushed. But yeah, we're gonna go up real quick just to get that view before we get kicked out. But it is quite a hike, let me tell you. The aunties and the uncles are killing it way harder than we are. You can see these ceilings are like super low. Oh my gosh. These hallways, the further you go up, the more narrow they get. It's ridiculous. Oh, not even two people wide here. Insane. In each level, they have little relics to look at. I'm like super out of breath now because we're basically running to the top to make sure we can see that view before it closes. But let me tell you, 10 flights of stairs on these old steps it's a lot.
I feel like I'm at 20 steps high.
These super thin steps. Basically have to let people get their way down before they can even attempt to go up, but there's so many people.
I'm honestly
just gonna have to try.
Surprised they sold us tickets.
Yeah, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. At some point when it collapsed, or I think it was an earthquake, it knocked off 3 stories, so we only had to go 7.
Oh, this is it?
This is it.
Woo.
But that's the view, looking right into the sun, so I was a little washed out, but there you go. Amazing view. Want to check it out from the other side?
Yes, I do. Let's go take a look. We have 4 different sides to check it out from. So let's see over here. Look at this here. Beautiful view. You see all of the old historic area. You see straight down the street heading right into the city. This is honestly breathtaking in more than one way. Here, Tyler, you want to lead us through to the end here? See if you can get us a view.
Let's try this way. This seems like the view that everyone wants to get right here. But yeah, so the entrance cost 30 to get into the grounds, and then an extra 25 to come up the pagoda, which is honestly not a bad price. Oh wow, and this is the reason everyone was waiting. Not really too sure how much you can see. Let's see if I can zoom in. You can see all the way down. You can see the temple grounds, you can see the square in front, you can see the street all the way down. You can see all these beautiful old historic buildings. What an absolutely gorgeous view, and every bit worth the 55 RMB. Time for us is to make our way down. You can see exactly how steep these stairs are. Everyone was taking it quite slow, and quite honestly, we're both sweating like so hard. It was honestly such a workout to get up here. And everyone that was coming down, I know they were sweating hard too. We climbed all the way up there. That's insane.
I was avoiding the next set of steps out.
Yeah. We are not particularly unfit people in a sense, because we walk a ton and we do a lot of stairs because of travel and stuff. But those were very, very steep steps, and they were in cramped quarters. The higher up you go, the more narrow the staircases get. The staircases at the top are quite low, so I actually had to duck under them, which I'm not a tall guy to begin with, so it's pretty insane. Yeah, what an awesome experience. Highly, highly recommend. I would save maybe for this complex and the pagoda itself, maybe like a solid hour, hour and a half, I think is really good time. And these are really gorgeous. This caught my eye before we went in, but I wanted to get a close-up look. Oh man, those are stunning, huh?
Oh yeah, up close are even more special, to be honest. I didn't see as much detail when we were up on the wall, but here, wow.
I've never really seen so much 3D artwork.
Yeah, and it looks like the little swirls in between, tell me if I'm wrong, but it looks like clouds, like maybe he's flying in the clouds.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
definitely.
very, very cool.
It's gorgeous. That was our experience at the Giant Wild Goose Pagoda and the, I'm going to butcher it, but I'm going to put it on the screen. The temple here, which is an amazing, amazing Buddhist temple here in Xi'an, China. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, go ahead and do that.
If you guys have already subscribed, we love you guys.
Till next time, safe travels.
Bye, guys.